hotels for queers, for Puerto Ricans, couple good Italian places, you know that. Okay. But what do you do up there, play shuffleboard? Embarrassed, Nicky said, "You're looking leaves." "Leaves?" "I told you, Donnie," Nicky said. "My mother-in-law was her 70th. My wife says she loves the autumn. Let's take her to the leaves, so I say okay. The old broad wants to look at leaves. I'm trying to be nice. What could I tell you? This is who I am." Donnie drained his espresso, motioned for another. From behind his arm, he said, "It ain't the clams. You're mad 'cause Tony Eggs took the fish away from you and gave it to Big Al." Nicky tugged at the collar of his turtleneck, twisted his head around in a circle. "Course I'm mad," he finally admitted. "Fuck with a man's livelihood. Who ain't gonna be mad?" There was a silence, and when the stocky man spoke again, he could not quite hide a real sorrow and bewilderment. "Why'd he do it, Donnie?" Donnie shrugged. He had a long, thin face and a long, thin neck, and when he shrugged, his shoulders had a lot of ground to cover. His skin had a grayish-yellow cast, and his usual expression was distantly amused, yet mournful. "I ain't got a clue." "Come on, the man's your uncle." "Great-uncle," corrected Donnie, and came close to revealing some peak of his own. "And you see how close we are. Me, I'm still hustling window-cleaning contracts in a fucking garment district." Nicky made a vague and universal griping sound. Donnie sipped coffee and quietly went on. "Look, the market's Big Al's now. You gotta let it go." "This ain't about the market." "I wish I could believe that." "What this is about is that he poisoned me, poisoned all of us." Donnie's flat lips stretched out and came close to smiling. He wiped his mouth instead. "The three of you in that hotel room—" "Suite. It was a suite. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I thought 2 would be enough." There was a pause. Outside on Carmine Street, taxis went by. The clatter of trucks filtered in from 7th Avenue. The milk steamer hissed, and Nicky got madder, revolted, humiliated. "Well," he went on, 2 bedrooms wasn't enough. The wife, the old lady, disgusting. Dignity? Tell me about dignity when you're leaking both ends, hopping to the toilet with your PJs down your ankles, when your wife has to crawl over you to get to the bowl. "Nicky, it was just bad luck. Could have happened to any—" But Nicky was not to be hushed. Air wheezed through his pinched windpipe. "Old lady ends up, intravenous. Happy birthday, Ma. Camille, skinny marink to begin with, she dropped 6 pounds. Me, I ain't right for a week, Donnie. Cramps, runs, white shit on my tongue, taste in my mouth like something died. I tell you, Donnie, a week of hell." Donnie had settled back in the booth, all but disappearing into his coat. When Nicky finished, he leaned forward, folded his long, neat hands in front of him, and said very softly, "But Nicky, why stay mad? I mean, where we going with this? You gonna ice a guy over some funky seafood?" Nicky sipped his anisette. His voice went innocent. "Who said anything about icing anyone? You said that, not me." "I only said—" "Look, I'm a guy that does the right thing." "You keep saying that," Donnie pointed out. "And all I want is that fucking guy should suffer like I suffered. A week of total misery. Justice, that's all I want. Is that too fucking much to ask?" "Justice? Yeah," said Donnie. He blotted up some crumbs. "So what do you want from me?" "Help, advice, like ways to ruin his life." "Nicky, I don't want no part of this. Besides, it's gonna have to wait." "What has to wait? Wait for what?" "Big Al's going out of town, I heard. Going on vacation." Nicky rubbed his chin. "Hey, I was on vacation too. A guy can't be miserable on vacation." He paused. He brightened slightly, and his small black eyes squeezed down. "Where's he going on vacation?"